So turns out me just doing a voiceover went down quite well last time, so we're going to do the exact same thing again. I don't quite know the order of what these clips are, but there's two boom boxes there, $8.99 each. I ended up picking up the pair of them, and I think that was on either Monday or Tuesday. A quick flick through the rails just to find anything major. Generally speaking, at the moment, I'm not really that fussed about picking up clothes. Very nice, hippie, Snoopy Hawaiian shirt though. The second one not so much, just looking for some sort of branding, but I don't think there was anything on this at all. In hindsight, I kind of wish I picked up the first one because that was cool. I don't think that was there when I went back, but yeah, for what, maybe £4 or £5, it probably was worth picking up. Then walk to the back of the store, which is where all of the games, video games, board games, toys, etc. What's that? Looks like Paw Patrol maybe, or what's the other one? I don't know. Nothing new has come out by the looks of it. Nothing major. Some of the larger stuff can be quite expensive. We are now in a completely different charity shop. We have a Buzz Lightyear. I think that's just under £3. There we go, £2.45. And then we have video games, which I don't think there's anything to shout about here, but I think they're mostly £1 each. I think I do pick up one, which I do have a little look at. Is it the last game or second to last game? It might even be in a completely different clip. And there's loads of golfing bits. Yeah, probably could have picked them up, but Christmas time, not a lot of people are playing golf, so I thought I'd leave that for the time being. Loads of clothes, and my screen's just decided to turn itself off, but I'm going to carry on talking anyway. We're in another charity shop now. It's a nice little posh area, and again, I've had some nice clothing out of here actually. I've had some very nice clothing out of here for a very reasonable price. Just going through looking for the toys, see if there's maybe a load of board game toys in a bag somewhere, but nothing so far. So we are just going to carry on looking around. I think there's a couple of video games just up the top there, but nothing to grab as far as I'm aware. Let's have a cheeky look on eBay. What have you found, James? I don't think you found anything. I'm looking at the dragons, see what they're from, but I think they were like £10 each or something ridiculous. So I ended up leaving those there. That's another set of Harry Potter for £20. Seems like that's the going rate in every single charity shop for one of those is £20, which is about what it is on eBay. I mean, to be fair, it most likely will sell. Better condition than the last one anyway. Again, looking around for the toys. Don't even know what I'm looking at. Nothing too exciting anyway. Then looking at the top. Oh, we're in another charity shop. This is... it's one of my locals, and the screen is very blurry. Don't quite know what's going on there. And there is a mannequin stood next to me, not an actual person. And yeah, going through the shirts once again, looking for anything that might be out of the ordinary. But I don't think there is. I think there might be something that I double take at, which I think it might have been a shirt which looked or felt very nice in quality. There we go. He noticed that the screen was looking a bit fluffy. I think it was that one. No, that's just disgusting. Don't pick it up. Then no. Oh, a little fun fact. A little while ago at this particular charity shop, I saw an old Pokemon comic, and it was £1. Didn't pick it up as it was very beaten up, but it was gone the next day. I think I'm just trying to see and work out exactly what that is. I thought it might have been a band t-shirt, but as I don't know the category very well, I thought I'd leave it. Tommy jeans top. I think that was about £8 or something ridiculous. So left that, but they've put so many clothes in one small area, you can't actually flick through. There you go. Ralph Lauren, £8. No, £7.50. It wasn't far off. So yeah, it's very hard to actually navigate through the rail when there's that many clothes out. Whereas one of the other local ones, when it gets to that stage, they sort of have a half price sale on, where everything that's on a hanger is half price. which allows them to actually clear the shelves and get new stock out. But at the moment, like that, it's just impossible to navigate through the hangers. It's just not viable whatsoever. I just did a sly burp there. I don't think it was very sly. Then we've got the toys and games, which tends to be very expensive in this shop. Once in a blue moon, there'll be something that's of very good value. Apart from that, it's pretty much shop prices. That wasn't particularly heavy. It was actually very, very light, so it's obviously not glass. Going around looking at the penguins, making sure there's not a Wheezy in there somewhere, but it's definitely not. But I did not pick one up. Where else are we going? Nice little look at my crotch there and my shoes. Into another charity shop where they've moved everything around. So now all of the PlayStation games are next to the toys, which makes my life a lot easier. I can do everything in one hit. And just going through checking the prices. They tend to be about £3 each again. So not that £8 that we saw a little while ago. And then, there's actually something that I pick up in this clip, I think, which I don't think I actually show at the end of the video. So, and it's I think it's the next shelf up. Yeah, it's the Iron Man Lego. It's almost like a bionicle shape, and I ended up picking up for £5. Now the other ones that are there, which I think off the top of my head was Deathstroke, Batman, and Green Lantern. I did not pick those up. They weren't really worth a great deal, and they were £5 each. So yeah, did not pick those up. Going through, this is a completely different charity shop again. Going through the books. This is actually from the clip before, the same charity shop. And I think I'm actually looking for that Pokemon comic just to get an image of it. But no. And then checking the toys, looking for a Flat Eric, but not today. Standard books, where there's not complete sets of anything, which is quite standard. And if it was, it'd most likely be at least £30. Then, where's he going? We're going back to the shirts, which you saw a little while ago, which is probably why I didn't flick through it with the camera on. Back to another one of my locals. We have some trainers, which are very reasonably priced for this shop. These are 2000 Zoom Nikes, or Nikes, depending on what part of the world you're from. £5, I think, or £5.50. They're quite large, and they need a bit of cleaning, but I'm hoping that one way or another I can get that sorted. So yeah, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think I actually pick up the shoes in this one as well. You can see from the bottom there, the Nike logo is just completely faded away, but those don't look too bad. They don't look too bad at all, but unfortunately the signal is absolutely terrible, so there's no real way of checking the authenticity. It's just a case of really judgment. There's some nice Nike jumpers here, but I'm not too sure of the dates. I think I end up getting my phone out and looking at an image that was sent over to try and put a time frame on the actual clothing items themselves, but I don't think anything comes up. But I mean, they're quite nice and plain. I quite like them. I mean, I don't really care for branded stuff. I like the logos to be as minimal as possible. I don't really like a massive logo slapped on the chest of whatever I wear. So a small Nike logo like that, it would be quite nice, but it is a medium, and it looks like it's an older style. So the chances are it's going to be more of a small to medium size rather than a medium. And unfortunately, I'm a little bit broader across the shoulders nowadays, so I don't think I'll be able to get much movement in that whatsoever. But it's probably closest to the fourth picture, but the tag is a slightly different shade. Then there's a nice, horrible, bright blue Adidas, like shell suit type of thing, and it's absolutely disgusting. But it's the sort of thing that Ricky would say, yeah, I'll have that if that fits, because he's got very strange taste when it comes to clothing. But for anyone who's met him in person, you know that anyway. Then we're just looking through more Nike t-shirts by the looks of it, and then something else which is horribly coloured. I think it might be, yes, Adidas. So looking at the label there, and you can get the date on it straight away. So I think it was only a couple of years old, so I ended up putting it back because it's just not going to be worth picking it up for like £5 or £6. when you're probably going to sell it for about 15 or 20 if you're absolutely lucky. Puma, so they've got nice branded stuff in at the moment actually, which is quite nice to see. Unfortunately, you do see a lot of like Primark in there as well, and the Primark stuff can be quite highly priced as well. I don't think that one's Adidas, mate. What are you doing? I think that's another Nike. And then, have you spotted the shoes yet? That's Umbro. Void jeans, which I would have picked this up if I could actually like have a quick look on eBay to see what it's worth, but I don't think their tops are worth a huge amount of money. But that's a nice like Puma tracksuit. It's a proper tracksuit, but it's I think the date is in there somewhere. I think I found it, and it just didn't look particularly appetizing. It's the sort of thing you'd find in a, I don't know, I mean, I'd never wear it. The QR code, that's what put me off. Seeing the QR code, I knew that it wasn't particularly old, so I just ended up leaving it. But if anyone's got any other labels or pictures of labels that allow you to date items, that would be absolutely great if you could send it over to me on either Facebook or on Instagram so I can save it to my phone, because they are an absolute lifesaver. Going through, nothing. Then there we go, there's your shoes. Just knocked something on the floor, I'll pick that up in a minute. But yeah, decent pair of shoes, about $5, and they will be picked up and they will be listed. They are currently set as a draft, as at the time of recording this there is 50% off final valuation fees as of midnight, so everything is saved to the phone, ready to go live Monday morning. And then there we go, throw them on the floor. Lovely jubbly. Job is a good one. Looking at the bags, just in case there's anything there that tickles my fancy. Those golfing shoes, I think I've been there for about a month now. So I'm waiting for the price to be reduced, and I might pick them up because they're in quite battered condition, to be honest. Then we've got the books, nothing there. Over to the toy section. Then someone said that this might be Warhammer in there, but so I'm trying to get a closer look so you guys can see that it's not Warhammer. It's just cheap plastic made in China toys and nothing really too great. See, those toys in there, they could be from a board game that you might need the spare parts for at some stage. But I don't think I'll pick up anything here either. Again, toys can be very expensive here. It's just a case of being in the right place at the right time to get something for a reasonable price. Oh, there's my mug. And now we're back to the games, which I think we might be nearing the end then, because I think this is taken on my phone. Checking Vice City, because at one point it was some sort of a meme where I just kept on finding GTAs. So I picked up hundreds of them over time, and now I only pick up ones where the map is absolutely minty. I think this is the one that I looked at because it's a game that I've not seen before, but I don't think there's a manual in it, so I'm fairly sure at some point I do end up putting that back. Right then, so it is the midweek charity shop, etc., haul time thingamajiggy. It's a bit all over the place, and I'm fairly sure I've actually forgotten some bits. So, I mean, I could just start again, but I won't. Okay, so we're going to start off with Monday, and after that, it's a bit all over the place. So, Monday, I picked up a job lot including some Pokemon cards. The Pokemon cards will be opened up. You've had a quick look in yesterday's video. There'll be a full unboxing, as it were, Friday or Saturday this week. But I paid £160 for the lot. The £160 got me a full set of 6 Jurassic Park McDonald's cups, I think these are. Are these McDonald's cups? Yeah, McDonald's cups. I think the full set is about 50 quid. Then we have, I absolutely love this, it is a Pokemon trading card game league. Basically, it's a staff t-shirt. It's worth about 60 quid. It's staying. It is in amazing condition. It's probably never been worn by the looks of it. There's no wear on it. I'd quite like it framed. I quite like two of them, so I can have one framed with the back on it and the other framed with the front. But either way, that was amazing. We've got a free mug. I think it's a Tetley's T1. It's not worth a great deal. I think it's only about a tenner or so. We also have a Toy Story mug. Again, it's not worth half as much as you think it would be. But there we go. The only difference is, I think the other one that I saw online didn't have its box. But that is brand new with the box from a bloody long time ago. There's no dates on it. But that would have been from Toy Story 1. So that is awesome. That's to go up in the loft. We also bought a complete set of McDonald's toys of all of the Digimon characters, all brand new and sealed and never been played with before. So that's to be listed. So at the moment everything is in the spare room, and all I'm going to do is, hopefully the plan is to list it and then put it straight up into the loft so that there's no issues. Going slightly back in time, Saturday last week I think, bought 2 games at £1.50 each. Cars 2, which is worth around £5 plus postage, and Wipeout Pure Platinum Edition, again worth about £5 plus postage. I paid £1.50 each. It's just feedback fodder. Later on in the week, I got Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Bit of a bolo, this one. This is worth about 50 quid, pre-owned. It's insane. Control, bit of a dud, worth around a tenner. And Dark Souls. Oh, this is remastered though. I think even so it's still only around about a tenner. So they were from midweek, the Xbox games. So this is all just hickledy-pickledy now. I'll try and put the footage, as it were, in chronological order, but everything else won't be. Paid $1.99 for Prisoner of Azkaban hardback in okay condition. It's got the dust cover, although there's a slight nick up the top there, and it is 17th print run. We've also got Order of the Phoenix, all from the same gift aider as well. So it's a shame that there was actually only one on the shelf. I picked it up, I asked how much it was because there was no signage to say how much it was. And they said, oh, they're $1.99 hardbacks, and I've got some more at the back. Do you want them? I was like, yes, please. This is print number, first edition. Not that it really means much. It's the earlier books you want that on. And then this one, the Half-Blood Prince. Again, it's got its dust cover, very, very nice. This is another first edition Half-Blood Prince. So could be worse, could be worse. It gets worse, don't worry. I bought a load of books this week. I got a bit excited, don't quite know why, but I did. I'm gonna end up bundling the authors together. So I've got Terry Brooks and Terry Pratchett. The idea would be the Terry Pratchett books I'm going to do for around £29 plus postage, and the Terry Brooks for around £18 plus postage. I paid £15 for the lot. He said he'll do me a deal and do it at a tenner, and I was in a nice charitable mood. I said, nah, don't worry about it. Put it through as full price. It's not a problem. Because I literally just come through the door. And yeah, they're not worth half as much as I thought they would be. So we've got Terry Brooks, Terry Pratchett. Put it on a different pile so I can hopefully get this listed today. Terry Pratchett, another Terry Pratchett book. Terry Brooks, that's different, we'll do that in a minute. Terry Pratchett. See, with the experience of the Terry Pratchett games, I thought the books would be quite sought after, but not so much. Terry Pratchett, Terry Brooks, and Terry Brooks. Then on a completely separate note, we've got How to Draw Occult and Horror. I paid £2. It's worth around £10 plus shipping. Then we've got How to Draw. This is I don't know, it's by Christopher Hart. This one's worth a bit more. It's worth around £15 plus postage. Might bundle them together. Maybe try and do 20. Try and encourage a bit of a deal. Then I'll just put everything in a bloody Le Creuset box, in a Le Creuset tray. So I paid £20 for this. You have to just speak to my neck for a minute. I paid £20 for this. I've got no idea what it's worth. I have just literally messaged Jack, Jack of Jack and Emily, asking, like, what do I do? Because prices are all over the place. Like, someone's sold one for like 120, like 70, blah, 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 blah. But it's cast iron. It's Le Creuset, as you can see from that there. Paid £19.95. I was and ahhing, and I thought, you know what? You don't see a lot of Le Creuset around. I might as well. As far as I'm aware, it's enamelled cast iron. I don't know a great deal about that sort of thing, but it's a decent colour, I presume. I'm hoping I'm gonna, at the very, very least, break even. As I say, it's not my forte at all. Generally speaking, if you can pick up the Creuset for like a couple of quid, you're always going to make money on it. But paying £20 for an item, at the moment, I genuinely don't know. Bought some shoes and trainers. These are a pair of Samuel Windsors, decent size. I think these are, size 9, very good condition. Paid £5.50. I think we're looking at around £25 plus shipping back for these. Okay, then we've got the Zooms, which I think these ones are about £25, but they need a good old clean. And if I can just get away with just throwing in the washing machine in some sort of not a Hessian sack, but something similar, like some sort of netting, then I will do. Paid £5, incredibly cheap for this shop, because these would be like £15 all day long. Should be looking at around 25 back for these, and then I've written down Johnston. I don't know what Johnston is, but it's something I've price researched. Oh, it's in the office. I really can't be bothered to get up, but it's nothing like spectacular. But I bought a cashmere like sleeveless jumper, and it just said Johnston on it, but made in Scotland. So I'm presuming it's Johnston of Elgin, either before or after they became Johnston of Elgin. I paid a £5. Should be looking at around 45 quid back for that, which would be amazing. And then I bought some boom boxes, which I suppose I'll grab them as well. Oh yeah, I bought these as well. They were a £5. Are they the same ones I just showed you? No, sorry, those ones. These are the different ones. Again, need a bit of a clean. Ideally, put some really tender, loving care into them by throwing them into the washing machine. Boombox, Sony. This is the S50. Paid £8.99. Might be able to get about 25-30 quid for it, which is a bit stupid. Don't really know why I bought it, to be honest with you. And there's one of them is a bit, no, that's clean. Look at that. That's gorgeous. The other one, not so much. Now this is the other one. This is the S01 or the 501. S01. And you can see it looks to mainly be surface, so we should be okay. Oh, there's actually one more item. I bought a Buzz Lightyear for £2.45. This particular version should be getting around £15 plus postage. With Christmas coming up, I'm hoping it sells pretty damn quickly. But there we go, that's everything. So as I say, there'll be a separate video for the Pokemon card collection that will come out either Friday or Saturday. Worth a watch, in my personal opinion, right till the very end, because the last few minutes we do get a nice shadowless pull. Yeah, I'm going to get listing and yeah, cry because eBay's going nuts. But that's it from me. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you lovely lot in the next video. Au revoir.